Hi, welcome back to the life of a middle-aged law student. Um, the headset I tried last time did not seem to have worked at all. So I'm either technologically too stupid for that or it just doesn't work and it's best just to do it this way. So I am vlogging again. I think if my calculations are correct, I have just completed week 6 of substantive courses in law school. And week 6 consisted of, it's a good thing I don't have a lisp, that would be very funny, consisted of midterms. So I'm going to update you on how I did. I don't know. There's no grades posted yet. So I have to wait impatiently. But I will tell you that while I was studying for the midterms, I stopped all assignments. And yet the teachers continued the assignments through midterm week. So I'm now behind. So it's a good thing and a bad thing that my work is incredibly slow right now. And I have time to read. So that's what I'm going to do today. Normally I would be working, but instead I slept a lot, which is very unlike me. So I must have been tired. And I am going to read. I read until midnight last night, and I'm going to read tonight. So the midterms themselves, I had a little bit of problems with it. I don't know if I alluded to this in the last, or if I even spoke about it in the last vlog, but with my visual impairment, I use a Macintosh computer and I push one button and I slide up on my little magic trackpad and everything gets nice and big for me. When I've used a PC in the past, I had to get special software basically to do the same thing. It's built into all Mac products. They're all handicap accessible and disability friendly. So I really like that, and I've let my hair go wild today for a change. I have my scrunchie for later, but I thought I would let it dry in the air instead of, I always put it up in a ponytail. Anyway, I'm thinking maybe that was a mistake because now I'm fussing with it. Anyway, so they make you take all of the exams on this software called ExamSoft. And ExamSoft basically shuts down all other software on your computer. So all you can do is take the exam, and it's to prevent cheating. So you can't go look something up on the internet. You can't open Moodle and look at your notes or something from the professor or something. So that's lovely and all great and good, except it shut down my handicap accessible software. So then I could not see. All that I saw was little tiny black dots all over the screen. So I immediately sent an email to tech support. And of course I called, but it was the weekend, so nobody's there. And they got back to me Monday and said they were going to try and call their rep at ExamSoft, but I can't see the exam. I can't see the answers. I can't see, all of a sudden at one point, I think it's timed, and when the time starts to get close to the end, something over on the side of the screen turned red and started blinking. It was kind of funny. I thought, like Mission Impossible, this will now self-destruct. Bing, bing, bing. Anyway, I have no idea what it said because I couldn't read it. I got my magnifier and I went way up onto the screen and tried to read, but it took a really long time to do that. So, so this was very embarrassing. I had to ask for help. I had to totally cop to the fact that I'm visually impaired, and I like to not do that, although I have told the professors, and before I even joined the school, I asked them, is this going to be a problem? No, I think we've had visually impaired people before. Well, obviously not like me. So, because this seemed to totally, whatever, I don't know. So I'm trying not to feel totally embarrassed about it. I don't like asking for help or extra assistance. I know that when I become a lawyer, it's going to be a rough pace, and I'm going to have to, I have my tools. I have my glasses that you see on top of my head often. Maybe that will help my hair. No, it doesn't really. Um, but I, I have my tools. I have the special software. I have this thing that I can bring with me to help read the paper exam. It's called a transformer. I have all kinds of stuff to help me read. I have a thing called a pebble, and it magnifies on a page. It's not very convenient to use because you have to go like this and follow the lines, and it's much more difficult than just using big magnifying glasses. So anyway, it was a little embarrassing and humiliating for me. And it's all well and good to say, oh, you shouldn't feel embarrassed or humiliated. They need to learn to accommodate people with disabilities. And that's what, like my mom said. Or, I have a friend who said that. And the few people I admitted to the humiliation of this. And in all honesty, that's well and good to say because you don't have a visual impairment. But for me, it was really humiliating. I don't ask for help well. I don't ask for help easily. And that was embarrassing. So they had to accommodate this, in case I'm not humiliated or embarrassed enough. They had to accommodate me by sending me the test in a PDF and then creating a link for everybody to see that says midterm number 1, Beth Madsen. So everybody knows that's just my personal link because I'm blind. So anyway, whatever. It was fine. I got my midterms done, and I'm not sure how they're going to be graded now because they're not on that software. And a lot of people got their grades already for at least the multiple choice section and know how they did. I don't. So I keep checking to see if my grades are posted anywhere. I don't know where they're going to be posted now, but I keep checking. And there's no grades posted. So I will be patient. Whatever happens, happens. So, okay, so that was the software debacle with the visual impairment. Other than that, the contracts midterm went terrible. The essay questions were fine. I felt they were a little repetitive, but I think she cut and pasted from a baby bar exam or a bar exam the multiple choice questions. And in all honesty, I talked with a couple other students. I don't think we've covered those topics. There was stuff on third-party beneficiaries and involuntary beneficiaries. We haven't covered beneficiaries in any shape or form. So there were like 3 out of 7 questions that were about beneficiaries, and those who did do it on the software, everybody but me that I've talked to, says they bombed the multiple choice questions. So I'm not sure about this contracts teacher, but hopefully she will, if we're all correct, she will cop to the errors of her ways and admit and help fix that so that we don't have such low grades. So I don't know. I wish I could say I remembered about beneficiaries from 20 years ago, but I don't really remember. Well, so you just do the best you can and go on. Like I said, the essays were pretty easy, I felt. She did tell us at the last minute on Thursday that we need to memorize verbatim the UCC rules that we need to use because we will need that for the baby bar and the bar. So here's my new discovery, because I think at one point I showed you my tools, right? The legal lines and stuff. So here's my discovery. And this comes from a fellow student who's like a software genius. You can take something and put it into a document form and put it on Google Docs. And then I put it on my iPhone on this application called Monica. And Monica reads to me whatever is on Google Docs. So what I did was I took the UCC rules and then I just copied and pasted or typed them out several times. And I put that in what I call contract memorization rules. And I click on Monica, and she reads to me over and over again the UCC rules, so they're going in my head. So, for example, I'm going through the grocery store listening to the UCC or the Model Penal Code. I did it for the Model Penal Code, although we don't have to know that as verbatim, but we still need to know it. What is the difference between the Model Penal Code, the 4 elements mens rea, whatever. So, and then what is common law? And so anything that I need to memorize, like the restatement of contracts second, the UCC, the model penal code, the common law definitions, and the majority definitions, I will put over and over. I'm walking through the grocery store with my iPod or iPhone in the iPod section, listening to it over and over and over again. So that's hugely helpful. And when I get my treadmill, which I think I'm going to get, I'm still waiting. When I get that, it'll be awesome. And I can just walk and listen. The other thing that's awesome is the archived. I can't do this. I have to stop because of my hair. I can't vlog like this.